Well, greetings, Guardians. As I was logging in to do my Xur video, I found this. This week's ceremony, Warlocks Prevail. It's Friday, and we've already done it for the week, so I guess good job. A quick reminder on the way to Xur that all these exotic armor pieces are 41 strange coin, including the exotic class armor, and the archetype will change depending on the archetype mod on your ghost. Okay, Guardians, we're going to try this one a little different today. We're going to start with the Lucky Pants for Hunters. I'd be looking for weapons. It rolls with a stat total of 61. It can roll with an archetype of Grenade, but 0 on weapons, Brawler, but 0 on weapons, and Bulwark, but 0 on weapons. So overall, I'd say it's a pass. Moving on to Citriacne's Facade. It rolls with a stat total of 60. I'd be looking for Grenade. You can roll with a Gunner archetype plus 19 on Grenade, which is going to be your best bet. Or it can roll with a Brawler or Specialist archetype, each with 0 on Grenade. Moving on to Titans, we've got the Phoenix Cradle Leg Armor. It rolls with a stat total of 59, which is not great. I'd be looking for Super. It can roll with a Bulwark, Grenadier, or Paragon archetype. The Grenadier does have a plus 19 for Super, and the Paragon has a plus 29. Moving on to Second Chance for the Titans. It rolls with a stat total of 62, which is way better than 59 in my opinion. I'd be looking for Melee. It can roll with a Brawler archetype or a Gunner archetype. The Brawler archetype has a plus 30 on Melee. Moving on to Astrocyte Verse for the Warlocks. It can roll with a Specialist or an archetype, or a Gunner archetype, pardon me. It rolls with a stat total of 61. I'd be looking for Super. The Specialist has 0 Super points, but the Gunner does have 12. And that moves us on to the Ballador's Wrathweavers. It's got a stat total of 60. I'd be looking for Super once again. It rolls with a Grenadier archetype plus 19 on Super, or Bulwark archetype plus 11 on Super. And that'll do it for the exotic armor. Moving on to exotic weapons, we've got the Hawkmoon once again. It's 23 strange coin for the exotic weapons. This one features extended barrel, alloy magazine, snapshot sights, and polymer grip. Next up, we have the Vigilance Wing for 23 strange coin. The always fun Telesto for 23 strange coin. Watch out for glitches. And the Black Talon Void Sword for 23 strange coin. We've also got the Warcliffe Coil Catalyst for 71 strange coin, as well as the Tractor Cannon Catalyst for 71 strange coin. I highly recommend both, but I would say the Tractor Cannon is essential, but you really should have both. Moving on to legendary weapons for 17 strange coin a pop, we've got Friction Fire. It's a kinetic SMG with Zen Moment, Rampage, and a reload speed masterwork. Next, we have the kinetic sidearm Farewell with full auto trigger system, which is okay, and Unrelenting, plus a handling masterwork. Then we move on to Locus Locutus. It's a craftable stasis sniper rifle. This one rolls with Keep Away, Headstone, and a range masterwork. Following that, we have the Decide. It's a Void shotgun. This one's got Slide Shot, Demolitionist, and a handling masterwork. Then following that, we've got the Comedian, which is a Void shotgun with Lead from Gold, Adrenaline Junkie, and a Stability masterwork. And moving on from that, we've got the Exalted Truth Adept Void hand cannon, which, is not bad. Lone Wolf, One for All, and Magnificent Hal in the right column. We've got a range masterwork, and it's enhanceable. This one you might want to give some serious thought to picking up, just for grins and giggles. Moving on, we've got the Swarm Arc machine gun. This one's got Feeding Frenzy and Dragonfly with a range masterwork. It fires a little slow, but it hits a little hard, and it's not a bad roll. I would consider it. There are better arc machine guns out there for sure, though. Moving on, we've got the Cataphract GL3 Strand Grenade Launcher. This one rolls with Slick Draw, Vorpal Weapon, a Velocity Masterwork, and it's enhanceable. And then I think the Revision 1's coming out in Trials, maybe this week, and it might be out, I'm not sure. And then, our final weapon of the day is the Abyssal Edge Adept. It rolls with Tireless Blade, Sword Logic, and Impact Masterwork. It's upgradable, and this is actually a pretty good one. I would consider snagging this one. And that does it for our weapons section. Before we move on, I would like to point out real quick that the Exalted Truth Adept and the Abyssal Edge Adept are both 41 strange coin as opposed to the 17 strange coin for the rest of the legendary weapons. And that brings us to more strange offers, where you can get 2 Ascendant Alloy for 71 strange coin, the usual assortment of enhancement cores and glimmer, and 11 raid banners for 17 strange coin. Over in D1 Xur's back in the Tower North, Titans can pick up an insurmountable skull fort for 13 strange coin, which grants an additional melee charge. Hunters can pick up the ATS-8 Arachnid helmet. It grants a longer lasting golden gun and zooms further when aimed for 13 strange coin. And Warlocks can pick up the Transversive Steps leg armor, which grants faster movement speed while crouching, and ammo pickups automatically reload that weapon type for 13 strange coin. Guardians can get the Nemesis Star solar machine gun for 17 strange coin, featuring Extinction Cycle. On trigger pull, this weapon's initial burst has a higher rate of fire. For 30 strange coin and 25 silver dust, Guardians can pick up the Invective Solar Shotgun with the Iconoclast ornament. And for 30 strange coin and 25 silver dust, Guardians can pick up the Nemesis Star and Meteorite ornament. Guardians, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all the support and feedback I've been getting. Please keep it coming. I really appreciate it. Please do the like and subscribe thing, and I'll see you back here next week for your... Well, actually, I'll see you on Tuesday for the reset, and I'll be back here next week for Xur. So until then, have a great week. Be safe out there, and remember, Hopper loves you.